What's up? What's good? What's going on, Sag? So let's run up into energy and check and see what is the next major change that Sagittarian ninth house collective can expect in their life. Guys, this is going to be for your sun, moon, rising, north node, Venus, as well as that ninth house. Very particular messages here on the Manjula Awakening for your ninth house. But even with that being said, family, let's only take what resonates and bless someone else with the rest, okay? All right, Spirit, show us clear and accurately concise messages for the sign of Sagittarius. What are their next big changes? What are the next major changes coming in Sagittarius' life? What is the next big change? Thank you. Ooh. Crown, personal power. The next major change here is you finishing out a major cycle and coming out on top. You're really stepping into your personal power. That's your next major change here, Sag. I'm going to give this a pause. Go turn this TV off in the living room and get some extra light over here. Give me 1 second. All right, family. Let's jump in. Oh, dang. I just shuffled the deck. I just seen opportunity at the bottom of the deck. But here's where I shuffled it to because nothing happens by accident. Looks like the light is tweaking. Peace and harmony is now at the bottom of the deck. And ancestry at the top of the deck. So you're being gifted. So your next major change here is stepping into your personal power with the support of ancestors. Like, this is a peaceful transition. December 28th could be significant here. Most importantly, something is closing out. The card that came out is a 28 card that does break down to 10. When things are at a 10, that really does break back down to a 1. You're getting the opportunity. You are closing something out and getting an opportunity to literally spearhead your own pursuit, your own journey. Like, this is, you're breaking away. You're stepping out on your own. It's like you're like the baton is being passed for you to step into some sort of leadership, authoritative like position here. All right, definitely feel like there's something significant with this royal blue here. Royal blue and that really deep flamingo type like pink. All right, Spirit. Gold, if you're wondering, the earth tone color gold. All right. So the next, we have the 8 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, the World card, and the 2 of Cups. My goodness. Okay. So this major change, it definitely requires you to walk away from something. You're definitely leaving something behind. Something's no longer serving you. It's no good for you. It's time to take what you can, salvage what you can, and to move forward here. This is what this particular 8 of Cups is representing. And this is more clarity on this bigger the next big change. So I definitely feel like that you're embarking on a brand new journey, and it is requiring you to leave a lot of things behind. You can take some things with you. As you see, they are ready to go hiking. They got some baggage there. So it's not saying you have to leave everything behind, but it is about understanding, like, whatever you take, you got to carry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to carry this when you move forward. So make sure that it's something that's beneficial to you as you're moving forward. You are stepping into your personal power, which is telling you to make sure you're doing this in high vibration. There's no point in doing this in peasant energy when you're stepping into kingdom or queendom, okay? The immediate impact that this is going to have on you is the 7 of Pentacles. So in areas where you have been like planting seeds in your current state, you've been making decisions based off of furthering this or moving something along, it's going to impact those situations immediately. So you may be expecting for, you may have been planting and nurturing a situation, and you understood that there was a long-term payoff of it than it was an immediate payoff. Now with this major change, this is something that is like, oh shit, I may not receive the reward for what I've been nourishing here inside of that situation. So that is an immediate gut punch, throat punch, an immediate realization like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? The advice to navigate this change is the Three of Wands. To further, like, to look at this from for, like, even though something that you have been planning for in the future is taking an immediate impact, and yet the advice to navigate this is to have your foresight to look at the bigger picture and understand that this is part of the manifestation coming in. I know that's a trading off a long-term payoff for another long-term payoff. Someone may look at it that way, but it's not. It's almost like it's here sooner than you recognize. As you see, she's painting, what she's envisioning, what she's desiring is here on this clipboard, but it's also here right behind her. So I do feel like that the way to look at this is that in order to bring your manifestation into reality, this must be sacrificed, or there's going to be changes, and this is going to have an immediate impact on those changes here. The way that you're viewing these changes is the World card. Like, oh shit, something's, like, you're definitely viewing something as an ending. You're understanding that something is closing out, permanently ending. There's no going back, and you're going in a new direction. That's the way you're viewing this next big change. You definitely view it as like, oh shit, there's no going back. This is the end. The long-term impact of this change is partnership, union. This definitely requires you to really surrender control, gain a different perception as it pertains to the journey in the direction in which you're headed. There's definitely something that you're holding on to. I definitely feel like that you're holding back from some sort of collaboration. You're holding back from moving forward. You're trying to hold on to some sort of collaboration and not allowing yourself to flow forward. And that is something that might be being surrendered here, okay? But initially, December 8th could be significant, or August the 12th could be significant. But most importantly, I definitely feel like that there's someone has to surrender control and be willing to gain a different perception on the journey. I do feel like that someone is trying to hold on to far too much control over the way that the journey is supposed to play out. Spirit, can you show me what Sagittarius is walking away from? Ooh, you're walking towards a brand new beginning. Spirit is telling me to clarify with this deck and use oracles to clarify. So let's see. What is it that Sagittarius is walking away from? This is the next big change, the Eight of Cups. You're definitely leaving some things behind, lightening your load, embarking on a brand new journey. What is it that Sag is leaving behind? What is Sag walking away from in this Eight of Cups energy, Spirit? What is it? We have not today. This is something that you're really avoiding. You know, you're walking away from avoiding a conversation. You're walking away from, there's something that you just have been avoiding, not dealing with it all. Like, you've been avoiding dealing with this at all costs. It has something to do with your stability and your growth. Walking away from not acknowledging, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that if you've been avoiding having a conversation to keep the peace, I feel like that's the next big change, is to actually just have the fucking conversation, address the situation, and deal with it, and let whatever comes of it, like, let the let the pieces fall into whatever place that they fall into. See how I struggle to say place. Allow the pieces of this puzzle to just fall into whatever place they may fall into. I feel like that's the next big change. Is I do feel like that someone has been tiptoeing around a situation, or just not doing what you feel like you need to do out of fear of what it would change in the bigger picture. I feel like that you're kind of walking away from that. You're lightening your load. It's too heavy here. The immediate impact here is the Seven of Pentacles. And I feel like that what this Seven of Pentacles is trying to say for the immediate impact is, it's like, okay, let's just say hypothetically that you and an ex have reconciled already. And you are still having some sort, like, let's just say that they have a child elsewhere, okay? And there's still some discomforts surrounding that situation, for one reason or another. But it's like, I want to reconcile. We want to be back together. The cards are kind of falling in place for that. So I'm just not going to address this concern because it's not that big of a deal right now. We'll get there. And so as you've decided not to address that concern, you've decided, like, you've been planning for the future. And so it's like, now y'all talking about going to go buy a car together, going to go buy a crib together, moving in together, and all of this good stuff. Well, now it's like you're walking away from, holding back from this conversation now. You're going to have this conversation. The immediate impact is that long-term dream here is really what I'm getting with the Seven of Pentacles. Can you please clarify the Seven of Pentacles for what the immediate impact is going to be? I definitely feel like that you're stepping into your personal power here, Sagittarius. Yeah, definitely. There's a breakup here, and there's definitely this energy. It's like you're uncertainty of the future. It's like you felt like you had it all planned out. You felt like you had seen the future in a new light. You felt like that you had it all planned out, and you were making the necessary changes and the necessary steps and actions towards achieving that futuristic game plan. That futuristic game plan does take an immediate impact, and I do feel like that there is some despair in that immediate impact, if I'm being honest with you. All right, Spirit. So the advice to navigate this situation is the Three of Wands. Why is the Three of Wands here for the advice for Sagittarius to navigate this next major change? Thank you, Spirit. Wow. The backstabbing card is out here. So to navigate this is to really... you know, Sag, I feel like that there is an anticipated, like, I feel like that someone is seeing that this ain't headed in a good direction. Like, this is not headed in a good direction. And so it's not really to anticipate this deception coming to light, but it is about seeing the deception and not ignoring it. Not dismissing it. You know, I was scrolling on Facebook the other day, and one of the reels was talking about girls are different nowadays. Nigga pull out their phone, and the female just turned their head the other direction, talking about, yeah, I don't want to see it. I don't want no parts of it. It's like, because they're not willing to accept or face the fact that if they address something that bothers them, that they won't have this situation in their life anymore. This is saying, it's like, stop turning a blind eye, to stop twiddling your thumbs in the face of this deception. It's time to just basically call it out and address the way that this deception address the way that this deception is really causing you a lot of internal pain. And then this is really saying, like, if it's happening now, in the capacity at which it's happening, why don't you think that it's going to continue on forward, especially if you're not willing to speak on it? If you're just trying to turn a blind eye to it, you can guarantee that it's going to continue on into the future. Now, I understand that if you speak on it, then that does bring in that does bring in the noun a new moving part to this, and that means that there's a possible separation. If that is the piece that gets played, then this was never for you. It sets you free. It lightens your load to finally find something that is in alignment with your true desire. And Spirit is saying that if you can embrace this, this actually is increasing your personal power. It's allowing you to shift your crown. Whereas I feel like that this situation has kind of had you slipping your head a little bit, and your crown has slipped. And it's over here gangsta leaning. And Spirit is now giving you the opportunity to shift and straighten your crown back up. And all of this is with self-indulgence at the bottom of the deck. And this is really speaking about self-appreciation, self-worth, and value, doing that shadow work, really seeing where it is that you're not holding yourself in high regards, and allowing something like this to continue forward. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. The long-term impact is, baby, it's going to change the way that you call in partnerships. There's someone that is on the same page as you. Someone's looking for the same thing you're looking for. So how you view this change is the World card. Damn, shit, I got to go through the change. So you mean I have to close this cycle out? I have to embrace this ending. That's how you're viewing this change. Show me in on the World card. I'm seeing August 21st, August 12th, December 21st. 88 could be significant. Yeah, wow, how you're viewing this change is cutting ties, moving on. In paradise, wow. I do want you to know that this cutting ties, moving on from this situation, baby, it lands you to paradise. This ending, the World card signifies a cycle is closing out. Nothing you can do about it. It's time. The universe has deemed that this is over, and it is time to move forward into a new cycle. If you embrace this and move forward without the fussing and the fighting, it is leading you to happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying like a honeymoon phase with someone new. The Fool card at the bottom of the deck. Peace and harmony at the bottom of the deck. The Two of Cups over here for where, like, the long-term effect. This is taking you to a brand new beginning, a brand new way of doing partnerships, and it's beautiful. However, there is some sort of resistance to closing. Like there is some resistance to closing out this cycle. Wow, look what's at the top of the deck. The Death card. The relationship is over. No second chances. Growth, transformation. What's dead is dead. Let's look at the Two of Cups here, Spirit, for the long-term impact, for how this change is going to impact Sagittarius in the long term. The Two of Cups. Family, if you still with your girl at 1840M, we would absolutely appreciate that thumbs up down below. It does help circulate us into the YouTube algorithm. Let's see, Spirit. What's the Two of Cups here? What's the Two of Cups? Thank you. So we have the Runner. Ugh. I definitely feel like that the long-term impact is this connection comes to an end. I definitely feel like that it changes. I don't think that you'll do another connection this way. So if you were someone that kind of like dismissed the things that were on your mind and bothering you, that won't happen in another connection. If you dealt with someone who was emotionally unavailable, I feel like that's something that you will nip in the bud immediately. I definitely feel like that the way that you address turmoil and fleeting energy inside of connections moving forward is absolutely transformed. It's transformed. It grows. It maturates. Thank you, Spirit. The way that you do partnerships is maturating through you walking away from this connection and processing and breaking down this connection without allowing yourself to sink down into victimization here. Where is this taking, Sagittarius Spirit? Where is this major change, this next big change? Where is it taking, Sag, here? Where is it taking, Sag, with the Eight of Wands? Where it's going is you being highly thought of, highly talked about how you didn't back down from opposition. You didn't, like, I do feel like that there is someone admiring you. You are highly thought of. So I feel like that there are a lot of people talking about and really seeing how you didn't allow opposition to back you down. Instead, you showed strength and fortitude. You showcased resilience and perseverance. You didn't allow a situation to break you. And I do feel like that there is, like, this with announcement at the bottom of the deck for where this is headed. I feel like that someone is I feel like that someone expresses this to you. I feel like that this gets you elevated. Like there is an actual physical reward, acknowledgement of your elevation here. Give me just one moment. Okay, so that's beautiful energy there, Sagittarius. Yeah, there's an increase in your material and spiritual growth. So this could be you shedding your testimony and actually benefiting off of your testimony. People will actually seek you out based off of the fact that you persevered and overcame something that was really meant to break you and that has probably broke a lot of people. Yeah. I feel like that you're going to be, and a friend could be seeking some sort of advice or something from you based off of your experience here. Yeah, good news. Your friend could be offering you some good news, or you could be offering a friend good news here. This could be as it pertains to love. Okay, so let's wrap this up with an Archangel Michael. All right, guys, I hope that this message has been able to offer you some guidance on your journey. If it has, we would absolutely appreciate that thumbs up down below. It does give me some feedback and lets me know that we are assisting in the right place. All right, Archangel Michael, close this out for our lovely Sagittarian 9th House Collective that has resonated. It says, your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will soon come. Although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. So your prayers are being answered. The way that they are being answered, be open to receive. Don't be so fixed and rigid in what you're expecting to come through as an answer to your prayer at this time. It looks like a time of healing is with you, okay? Angels of healing are with you. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Archangel Raphael's emerald green light and Archangel Michael gives you strength at this time, okay? And step into the spotlight. See, your testimony may actually, it says you have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. So I definitely feel like that where this situation is headed for you, Sagittarius, is you overcoming something very major and shedding light on this for those near and dear to you. People will actually begin to seek you out for advice, for insight on how to navigate the changes in their life so that they ain't broke down. Or so that, like, how did you stay so strong? How did you overcome the opposition? How was you able to fortify? How was you able to move forward with fortitude? Thank you, Spirit. How was you able to move forward with fortitude? That's what people are coming to you and seeking out of this experience. So don't allow this situation to bring shame and embarrassment your way. All right. I absolutely love you, Sagittarius. I hope that this was able to lift your spirits. And in all that we say and in all that we do moving forward, guys, let's choose peace. Peace, love, and light.